Welcome back to the channel. Today I am at a very special location, Dyfi Bike Park. Look at that gate, it's iconic, it's fantastic, it's like something out of Jurassic Park. Anyway, because it's Wales, it's raining, but I've had a couple of runs down the two easiest red tracks, and it's an exciting day for me because the morning I'm on my normal bike, but in the afternoon I'm going to be demoing the Atherton downhill mullet bike. Can't wait. First thing to say is that it was raining during my visit and I just didn't get any filming done of the actual runs down the tracks because it was just way too wet and muddy. The bike park is brilliant. I only did the red tracks, there's 3 of them: Super Swooper, Lovey Dovey and Turns in the Ferns. The first 2 are pretty much flow trails, though some sections are quite steep and some of the berms and jumps are pretty big and the faces of the jumps can be pretty steep. While I was at the bike park, I had a chat with G Atherton and also a quick chat with Neil Donahue from GMBN, which was pretty cool. When it came time to test the Atherton downhill bike, I was told that the bike I'd be riding was Dan Atherton's own personal bike, which came as something as a surprise, and I'll put a photo of it on the video now. I'm 5'10" and I think Dan Atherton must be about 6 foot. So his bike is an Atherton size 7, whereas I would be size 6. So the bike was a little bit too big for me. And Dan Atherton runs his bars at 800mm, whereas I run mine at 760. Going down the steeper sections of track, I felt like I was almost falling over the front of the bike because of all the huge jumps that Dan Atherton does. He runs his suspension really stiff, and I just got rattled to just going down the track. I just got rattled to pieces, and that in conjunction with the wide bars, I just couldn't let go of the brakes. So Joe, who's one of the I think he's the sales guy at Atherton, he was following behind me. He must have thought, what the hell is this guy doing, as I crept down the track about 1 mile an hour. So I'm not really in a position to give a view as to what the Atherton downhill mullet bike is like, but you can tell it is absolutely indestructible. The standard of engineering and construction is just second to none. They are an amazing piece of kit. There was a guy who rode it in the morning and I could tell he was a pretty good rider and he absolutely loved it. So if you're into downhill bikes, it's definitely worth checking them out. I definitely recommend a trip to Dyfi Bike Park. It's an awesome place. The tracks are amazing. The people that work there are really friendly and welcoming.